did you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
Hello and welcome back to The Absolute Mom. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you guys find so much cleaning motivation because I know I have so needed a little bit of extra motivation lately. So on this day, I ended up waking up so early at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and so I decided let's go ahead and knock a whole bunch of laundry out. I was just holding up my little laundry basket. You guys have been seeing me like throw stuff. It's not onto the floor. I throw our socks and underwear into a little basket on the side, and that way I could just like sit down on the couch and organize all those and match them out and be a little bit more comfortable. So this laundry is at least one whole week's worth of laundry because we've been sick and I just have not had the energy or able to like do stuff without having coughing fits. I ended up getting hospitalized for something unrelated to respiratory and had emergency surgery and stuff. So our house really, since the beginning of November, I've been dealing with that situation, and it just finally got bad enough that my body just couldn't take anymore. And so since the beginning of November to right around Christmas time, my house was getting neglected. I wasn't giving it that motherly love touch that usually, get everything back into the proper routine, basically. And so we were survival mode, and so today I am going to get deep cleaning and get stuff in order.
Every single day, you set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.
All right, on to get another laundry basket full. So I basically had washed like 4 or 5 different loads, and then they were just in our laundry room, and so I needed to refluff them or reheat them in the dryer because I am very neurotic about like wrinkled clothes. Like I really dislike when I see people out in public and they have like wrinkly shirts and wrinkly pants and all that kind of stuff. So I always refluff our clothes before I hang them up or before I fold them. So anyways, there's one new thing that I'm doing with my laundry that I'm actually really thinking that this is smart and very helpful to me as a mother. So we have 6 people in our family, and our table here has 6 chairs around it. So usually I do always hang everybody's hanging clothes on the back of the chairs, like you can see me doing here. But usually then I just fold their piles wherever. Well, I decided to fold their piles right in front of the chair that belongs to them, so the chair that has their folding clothes on the back of it. And that way, after they come home from school, before we can sit down and eat supper together as a family, they have to take their clothes upstairs and put them away to be able to eat supper. And so this was really, really helpful, whereas before my kids would like purposely miss some of their piles of clothes on the table and not take them up, or they'd get pushed to the side. So this ended up working really, really well. Like I said, I think it might be part of my new laundry routine.
We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.
All right, guys, the laundry motivation is almost done for this portion of the video. But anyways, this felt really great. Like I said, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. I had ended up getting up, couldn't get back to sleep. So I decided to go ahead, get some laundry done, and like slay the day, basically. So it was really great. Our kids usually get up for school like around 7 o'clock. We have to leave the house by 8 for my littles, and then by 8:45 for my bigger kid. And so I got so much done before school even. It was awesome. I even cooked the kids cinnamon rolls. I mean, they absolutely loved it. So anyways, doing laundry this early in the morning ended up helping me also, because the kids put away their laundry before school ever even happened. So then all this stuff wasn't sitting there the whole entire day, and I could actually like clean the house and get in there, because this house needs a deep cleaning. So stay tuned, because there is some really good motivation coming your way.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my hair down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder.
All right, so I know you couldn't tell because all the laundry that was sitting on this table, but there was other clutter on it also. So I am moving on to doing that. These little things are from the Target dollar spot. So they're little puzzle pieces. There's 72 of them in each of these tubes, and each of these tubes only cost $1. So I ended up getting these for my kids like on their last day of Christmas vacation. And then we also got the stomp rockets where you like jump on the end of it and it flies it in the air. And my kids had so much fun with this. Like, I was feeling really guilty because being sick so much during like Christmas break, we didn't get to do our Christmas traditions like baking cookies and all this kind of stuff. And so we ended up like having a lot of fun on the last day of Christmas vacation. So anyways, I know these are at the Target dollar spot right now, and I'm thinking they're going to stick around for a little bit because there's even like Valentine's Day colored ones. And then the other time of year that I see them there all the time, which I've always passed on them, is when school's getting ready to start. Like usually they're sitting there, and a lot of the teachers in fact end up buying them out. So if you see them, really love them. I think they're a really fun thing to end up doing, but they are a little bit tedious. I mean, I could very easily throw these in a Ziploc bag but each of my kids are enjoying having their own one. Yeah, there's only 3. There's not 4 of them here because my oldest wasn't with us for that day. And so I figure maybe someday I'll go back and I'll get her one more also.
I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no gloves. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no gloves. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. Wake up at your place. Wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired.
All right, this little caddy that I have is called the Battery Daddy. I ended up getting it at Bed Bath & Beyond, but I've seen it on Amazon, so I'll try to link it down below also. I love this thing. We've had it for years at this point, and it was the best. I think it was like $20 or maybe $15, somewhere right around there. Best investment ever, because we used to have batteries all over the house, and now they're exactly where I know they're supposed to be. They stay organized, and I know exactly when I need to buy the next size battery. So you can see here I have a little bit more laundry that I'm going to address here very shortly. It's just a load of towels that needed to get folded. And the one thing I notice when I watch other YouTubers is that I don't know, I always like snap all my laundry. So if you watch me fold these towels, like I always snap them so that the wrinkles are out of them. Like, do you do this too? Is this just like a weird thing? Like right there, I snap it. I don't know, but it gets all the wrinkles out. It makes everything nice and straight and stuff. And then I have 3 separate piles here of different towels, because some go into the master bathroom, some go into the kids' bathroom, and then some are like dirty towels, basically, like when my dog gets muddy outside or is full of snow or rain or whatever. Those are the towels that we end up grabbing to dry her off, or when somebody like spills something all over the ground, or when somebody gets sick. Those are the towels that I end up using instead of using our really nice ones. Like, let me know down below, do you guys have like dirty towels in your house, or like towels that you use for dirty stuff? I guess that sounds really funny, but yeah, we're gonna get these all put away and everything, and then here pretty soon you're gonna see me doing some deep cleaning of this table because it needed it so bad.
Wake up at your place. Wake up at mine. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together?
All right, I ended up having one more load of towels that I needed to do. And here you can see my laundry room, while it's not dirty, there is some clutter on top of my dryer, and I try to keep that from happening. Like, I try to keep nothing on top of my dryer. We ended up putting in shelving, like open shelving, above my washer and dryer, and I absolutely love it because that way any of my laundry detergent, my wool dryer balls, my dryer sheets, any of the stuff that I end up using does not have to sit on my washer and dryer, and I absolutely love that about it. My washer and dryer are Speed Queen ones, so that is a commercial grade one, and oh my gosh, I love these things. I would rebuy them all over again. They are quite costly, and sometimes you do need to order them since the pandemic. Like, you know, everything as far as appliances are on back order. But these things are like holy grail to me, basically. And they are so fast at washing and drying. Like, the washer was only 36 minutes, you could see there. And that's not even the shortest one. I want to say there's like a 17-minute one, but I don't know, in my mind that might not be as clean. But anyways, a 36-minute cycle. And then my dryer, I do fill it quite a bit, like my loads are really full, and so my dryer, I have found like anywhere between 45 minutes to 54 minutes is kind of that perfect amount. But I have also found if you put fleece in that dryer, it gets so hot, and there are different, I'm dancing here. I have some Meghan Trainor music going on in the background, and that motivates me to clean like crazy. So anyways, back to the dryer. It has different settings for like the heat settings, high, medium, low. It has a whole bunch of different settings, but I have it on high all the time because it gets all the wrinkles out. That being said, I know if I have fleece items, so like a fleece sweater or jacket, something like that, I need to pull that out and not put it in the dryer is my best bet, or I need to like turn down the dryer heat because it will melt it. Like it ends up getting that warm, but I absolutely love these things. Like I said, highly recommend. They are Speed Queen, and there's different ones that you can end up getting to get into your price range. So what I'm doing here is the Murphy's oil, wood cleaning oil. I ended up putting in with some really hot water, and I noticed that my dining room table was getting pretty dull. I mean, we live at this table. We do so much. We play games, we do our homework, we eat, we like everything, do crafting, I do my planning, and so it gets a lot of use, and I feel like it starts getting dull, and so I knew that it needed oiled up. And I've tried like the orange glow oil, I think is what it's called, stuff like that, but it just doesn't shine it up the same. And so I should have been showing you guys that white towel that I was using. It's a microfiber cleaning cloth. I should have been showing you guys that the whole time because it was dirty. It was like brown just from wiping this stuff down. So even if stuff doesn't look dirty, guys, clean it because it is.
I find it hard to reach you. You never say what's on your mind, yeah. I'm going crazy all over you. Just for a second, can you try? Every time you've been calling, saying this is what I want, then you ghost for a week and leave me hanging all alone. Push me back, pull me in, and the other way around. Pull me in, push me back. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Can someone set me free? What do you want? What do you want? Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, ooh, la, 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 la. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I can see clear now. Maybe you're scared of getting hurt, but if you sit down and allow me to get close, we might work. Every time you've been calling, saying this is what I want, then you ghost for a week and leave me hanging all alone. Push me back, pull me in, and the other way around. Pull me in, push me back.
All right, let's talk about cleaning supplies. So I know I do this on a lot of my videos, but I also feel like I watch cleaning videos to try to get like tips and tricks. So I like to give them to you guys. So I have a Shark cordless vacuum and I love it. And while I love it, is not going to suck up like my Shark corded vac. So I have the Shark Navigator. It's a maroon one. I always have it linked down below, so you guys will have to look at that one. But I know it's not going to suck up as great as what my actual Shark Navigator corded, like plug-in vacuum does. And so this bag that I just carried away is like 75 pounds, so I was struggling a little bit. So anyways, when I'm doing a deep clean, I always get out my good cleaning supplies. That being said too, I don't use usually very often when I'm doing deep cleaning, I'm not using my cordless vacuum because I feel like a broom gets into the nooks and crannies a little bit, or the little corners a little bit better. And you can see here on the floor, like there's dog food all over the floor. My kids had fed the dog this morning and it just, I mean, they're kids. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. And then there are water spots all over on this floor. My dog, luckily, she just got groomed. But right before that, when I was doing this video, we always call it her beard. Her chin ends up getting all wet as she takes her drink, and then she walks across the floor. And with these being really dark floors, they show everything. Like, I love the richness of them, but any dust or crumb is going to show up on these floors. So anyways, when you're doing deep cleaning, get out your actual, like, using your physical brute, basically. And then my corded vac, I end up using on a daily basis to do, like, clean up the little messes. Or like right now it's winter time, and so salt and grime is getting pulled in every single time my dog goes outside. And so every few times I end up getting out my cordless vacuum and vacuuming up all the salt and grime. Guys, if you think I'm cleaning a clean house, you've got another thing coming. Look how dusty and dirty this is underneath those chairs. Everybody walks by this area like 20 million times in a day, and so all the dust ends up collecting there. And then naturally it's just a little bit dustier in the wintertime because the furnace running. And like I said, I hadn't done much deep cleaning since the start of November. So like for almost 2 months, I wasn't doing my normal schedule of deep cleaning. Granted, this is probably only a little over a week's worth of dust and, you know, little crumbs under there and stuff. But at the same time, I was more than ready to get it clean. Oh my gosh, it felt so great after this was done. Like, look how much dust just from that tiny area of the dining room. So I'm going to also be mopping this area, and so I'm going to go ahead and dump out what all I was using to clean the dining room table because it was pretty dirty water, and I'm going to get some even hotter water and more of the Murphy's oil for on my floor. Now, I hadn't used the Murphy's oil on my floor, and it turned out good, but I also feel like sometimes using Fabuloso is a little bit better. Or the one I really, really love using is the Method floor cleaner because it smells like almond, and it like my house smells delicious after I use that. I've also recently tried Pine Sol on my floors, which my floors, because they're so dark, and how they end up finishing it, it's hand stained, and so there's not like a wax over them. And so how it was finished, like if I use a Swiffer wet mop, it will leave a gray film all over it. And so I have to find specific stuff that really works for my floor. But I think after living here so long, I finally have it figured out. So talking again about cleaning supplies, this is the O-Cedar Spin Mop. And this is the older style one where the water is just in one bucket. It's not clean water versus dirty water. And I have to say, I absolutely love this. I've seen the new one, and I'm just not that interested about upgrading to it. And so I use this thing like freaking crazy. I used to hate mopping my floors because it just felt like such a burden with the mop. And I don't know, it hurt my back so bad. Then I always felt like my mop was dirty. These you could just throw in your washing machine, which you guys watched me do when I started the last load of laundry with you. And then I don't dry them though. I let them hang dry just naturally, because otherwise, like I said, my dryer gets so hot and it will warp the plastic part that hooks into the mop, and then it won't stay on anymore. So luckily I only ruined one of them that way, and it was on accident. I didn't realize it was in that load when I switched over to the dryer. But anyways, just a word of advice, let it just naturally dry. And then also don't use any fabric softener when you wash these mop heads, because fabric softener does not allow it to absorb as much water as you need it to clean your floors really well.
When you were leaving, I need you even more than I did before. You had the last word when you walked out the door. You drive me crazy, I want you to stay here. Now I'm here alone, I hate this party and I don't know anyone. We get drunk and we fight, but I forgive you, although you drive me crazy, I want you to stay here. You'll be the death of me still, you're medicine. Yeah, I need you, you light my fire, just
right, can we for a second just stop and see how much dirt was on this floor? Like, my plants were dropping some leaves and stuff, and then like I said, there's salt grime coming in, and then this is exactly what I'm talking about. My dog tracks in, you can see all her paw prints, tracks in the salt and grime of the winter, and it keeps on snowing and then defrosting, and so it's muddy outside too. And then there are 2 windows right next to where I am mopping right now, and so she walks to those windows 20 million times a day to, you know, kind of snoop on the neighborhood, keep track of what's going on and stuff. And so I feel like during the wintertime I have to mop my floors every single day, or they just look absolutely horrible. That being said, like I said, I absolutely love these floors. The darkness, we almost got rid of them and put luxury vinyl planking in, and that's what we ended up doing in our kitchen. But I am so happy we kept these floors. Also, and maybe you guys know, and you can give me any tips or tricks down below, I am thinking about trying to figure out how to wax them. So let me know if you've ever done that, because after it dries, you could still see there's a little dullness to them. So I don't want them really, really shiny, but I do want them like they're not as lush as what they were when we first bought this house. Granted, there's 6 of us that's going through it all the time, and it's going to dull it down some. But let me know, like, how do you re-shine your floors when there's not a wax coating on them already? So, all right, now we're moving into the main floor bathroom. This bathroom is really hard for me to film in because it's just so small. And I don't show me doing the toilet because I just feel weird doing that. Every now and then I do on a video, but I don't know. I feel weird scrubbing my toilet in front of you guys. I should have done a before, like close up of how dirty this bathroom was. I mean, it wasn't really bad compared to, I've been to, you know, some people's houses that their bathrooms are really bad. But there was a lot of dust, and then with everybody being sick, we were spraying like Lysol on any handles and light switches and all that kind of stuff. So even up there on the mirror, there was like Lysol spray, basically. Like it looked like somebody had spit water all over the mirror because of it. So we have recently redone this bathroom. So this last summer, I think, is when we finished it, or maybe it was a little bit before it, but I love it. So this cabinetry almost looks black on the video, but it is like a navy blue, and then it has gold accents. So the handles, the faucet, and then our towel bar and toilet paper bar, all that is a gold color, and I think it looks so beautiful, and it really like lightens up this bathroom. This bathroom used to be a dark tan, and it had a really dark vanity in it with a black top. And as much as I love that vanity, it was really, really pretty, I also felt like it needed something a little bit modernized. So I'm really in love with my bathroom, and I'm really, really happy. I have a husband that, I don't want to say he doesn't tell me no, but I come up with these renovation ideas, and he is very handsy. He's very good with, he can do plumbing, electrical, building stuff. I mean, he is so great. And so he ends up basically making it happen. So thank you, hubby. All right. The last thing that we're going to end up doing is I am showing you these folders, and this is all my kids' schoolwork. So I ended up making this command center right before school started. I'm so happy I did, because the amount of paperwork that comes into my house because of school is astronomical. I mean, it's ridiculous. So this is for each of my littles. The twins are in 2nd grade, and then my youngest one is in kindergarten. And every single quarter, I end up emptying out these colorful ones. So each of them have their own color that they love, and they're assigned it. And when we empty out their folder from their backpack every single day, we put any papers that we want to keep into their colorful folders. Then at the end of the quarter, I put it into a new folder, and I end up putting a Post-it note on top of it saying whose it is and what quarter of school and what grade they're in. Then at the end of the year, I'm going to go through all of it, see what I want to keep for the actual year to show their progress, and then I can recycle the rest of it. So here I'm just going to grab the 3 folders, get them put back where they belong. So when school's out, we can put them back in. The other 2 is for my oldest, and then we have one for family also. So I love that little command center. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have 2 videos up here on the screen for you to choose from, and I'll see you in that one. Bye.